Let's clear out all this toxic energy from us so that we can go where we need to go and do what we need to do. It's kind of like this is the energy, and it is kind of a Capricorn energy. It's funny that we have the devil here. It's kind of like I got things to do. I got people to see. I don't have time for this anymore. Maybe in the past I could be frivolous, is what I feel like a lot of us are thinking, even in our subconscious minds. Like maybe years ago, it's like I would have tolerated this, but not anymore. And that could be like a wake-up call that we're going through as a collective, but I don't really think it's a wake-up call. I think it's an ascension process that we're all going through. We're going to get 3 cards here. And we're all starting to realize in our own ways, in our own stories, all different from one another and yet somehow the same. It's like we're starting to realize the stuff that was just very like normal to us in our everyday lives, we're realizing is toxic. And it's because of that judgment energy. It's like a judgment call was made so that new doors could open for us, and we've been understanding things on a higher plane. I got an image in my head that prompted me to do this reading. And I saw us as the collective as one person. Yeah, that's why we're here. That's why we're here right now. And I'll get to that. I saw us climbing a mountain, and that is a Capricorn energy. It takes everything to climb a mountain. If you were like climbing one of the big mountains in the world, that is not for the faint of heart. That is not for the faint of heart. With the star moon energy. Yeah, it's like, this is gonna take everything, 222 as I'm saying this. It's gonna take absolutely everything inside of us to get to the top of this mountain. So anything around us, perfect, thank you Queen of Swords for making an appearance. Anything around us, devil energy, that is stopping us from being absolutely confident, going in our direction that we have been shown, that we have understood as we have ascended more and more. It's like things become clearer when your head's above the clouds. Maybe in the past we let things slide because we couldn't see it, literally, and that's not a criticism to any of us. I have seen some shit this year. Like, I have understood some things with that High Priestess energy as I've been ascending along with you guys, and I've started to understand with that devil energy, I didn't even know that was toxic. It's like, I didn't realize how toxic it was. It's like, when you get away from it for a little while, you kind of separate yourself from certain things, 3 as I'm saying this. It's like that judgment call. You start to judge your situation and be like, why do I feel like this? Why does everything around me feel so like dark and toxic and like it's pulling down my vibration? And so a lot of us have started to get more choosy. With the Queen of Swords, we've decided to cut things out, decided to cut anything out that isn't like aligning with our hearts. Like that stuff that just is not making sense. Or even if it's not like always toxic is relative. Toxic can be you working at a job that pays you a lot of money, but it's actually holding you back from your highest calling. It's like on the surface, on paper, it's like people would actually look at you like, wow, you're kind of crazy for leaving that behind. My first business mentor, Sandy Krakowski, her business partner, John Bilal, he had a very successful career in IT. And he decided to go full-time into the stock market. And 444, as I'm saying this, Emperor stuff, he left his whole thing. His family thought he was insane, right? He has a wife, a family, but he was sure. 4, 5, 6. He was sure of the steps in front of him. He saw something. He understood something even though it was dark all around him, and he couldn't prove that he could do what he was doing, but he knew in his heart the direction he was being led to go. And then he ended up getting involved with Sandy Krakowski, and now they have a whole, like, thriving thing together. He's the one who taught me how to read charts. So anyways, regardless, it's like, that's just one example. That's just a very practical example. It's like, it could look crazy to people, some of the things that your heart is just, like, pinging. It's like pinging. It's almost like you're having a hard time, and we'll get to her. I'm leaving her here for a reason. It's like we're having a hard time even, like, knowing what we're looking at anymore. Like, it could be even a form of an identity crisis for some of us, and so it might feel like we're going the wrong way. It might, 5 of 5. It might feel like, oh my God, what is going on with me? But actually, it's an upgrade. Or upgrade, it's clarity. Queen of Swords. It's clarity on, it's like, I don't even want to look at her today. It's more the star. It's more the actual star that I'm focused on today. It's that thing that just keeps flashing, 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 flashing. And it's like you could have all these noises around you even. And it's like, it's kind of like in a movie when somebody's like the camera is like slow motion and you're hearing all the voices like around you. And then it speeds up, and then the person standing in front of you is like, dude, are you okay? And it's like for a second you were like out there. You were like, really, what's happening? This is this reading. Really what's happening is we're being challenged. We're being dared by the universe. They've started to show us what true clarity feels like and looks like. And the possibilities of what we can really achieve in this life, shooting for the stars, going for the big dream. It's like we started to see something clearer, and the universe is like, I dare you. I dare you to go for the dream, right? Now with this Queen of Wands, what I'm seeing is, this is that element of like, because the Queen of Wands, she's like just boldly confident. She will go where no man has ever gone before. She will wear crazy like platform boots that are like not on trend, whatever. Like she's like forward thinking even when it comes to, like, she does her own thing, in other words. She kind of like, she's very creative, male, female, non-binary, however you identify. She kind of, to me, she's like a witch. Like, she also knows how to use nature to her advantage, the moon cycles to her advantage. She's a manifester, and she makes things happen for her, even if it's just by like, how do I say this? It's almost like an effortlessness, like things just happen for her. It's like she has this star appeal as she moves through situations. And it's not like, I know people say it's, oh, because she's so attractive. Yes, but I feel like it's so much deeper than like, wow, she's hot. It's like, there's lots of attractive people. I see 100 attractive people online a day. But it's like, what is that factor, that it factor, that star factor? It's what's behind her, right? And so this is what I'm trying to say with the Queen of Wands in reverse, and it was our first card out back when I was talking about the devil energy. People will want to make sure that they keep you in the darkness about who you are. Well, why would they do something like that? Even if it's subconscious, even if it's like, you know, there's just people around you that want to make sure you kind of don't see how special you are, how unique you are. This is an Aquarian energy. This is like, you are unique. It's like, you don't have to try. It's like, people, whether it's conscious or unconscious, it's like as you're moving through, even in the reverse, it's like this, the star and the moon is like the night sky. It's like even in the darkness, the stars still shine. The moon glows and it reflects off the water as the water moves. And the Queen of Wands, she's kind of like, really, it's the Queen of Cups, and she's right here. See, these are the different aspects of us, male, female, non-binary, however you identify. It's like she puts her hand through the water and the moon is shining down and the reflection. It's like she's working with the elements. She knows how to harness the power. So people will try to keep you in this energy, Queen of Wands, Nine of Wands. All right? Why? Because they don't want you to leave. They don't want you to move forward. They want to keep you in the reverse, not knowing who you are, not aware fully. Even if you do know, it's like people, it makes you feel like shit. You know, people will try to keep you down. People will try to make you feel small, even if it's like backhanded compliments even. Like, people say this to me, like, wow, I could never wear that. It's like, all right, like, I don't really know what to tell you. It's like, anyways, whatever. Love and light, love to all, right? I half the time I don't even care. It's like people look at me, they think I look a certain way and stuff. I'm like, you don't even know what you're dealing with here, dude. Like, you don't understand even like how I perceive gender. And you don't understand like why I present the way that I do. It's to avoid weirdos like you because you always reveal yourselves. All right, so anyways, love and light. Let's get 3 cards. But I want to leave the Queen of Wands out in the reverse to remind us that this is what we're overcoming right now, so that we can climb this mountain in peace. That's how I want to say it. This is our year. I'm going to leave the star and the moon too, because that's the journey. This is, you have stars in your eyes. It's like the emoji with the star eyes. This is you, even if you're upside down, is my point. But I'm here just to remind you, this is what you're carrying, though. And I know people say the moon is a bad card, and it's a card of fears and stuff like that. That's not how I see the moon. Not in this context, absolutely not. I'm seeing it as literally as like the moon and the stars at night, moving our hands through the waters of time and manifestation and realities, opening up portals so that we can evolve more. Like, we have been going through this ascension as a collective. And this is the year we climb the freaking mountain. We've climbed mountains before, but we've never done anything quite like this. We've trained for this. Even if you feel like you're not prepared, this is our year. This is our year, guys. It's an 8-year. It's a year of, yeah, look, King of Wands. I'll leave him out as well. You could be worrying. We have 2 9s here. Could be seeing 9 9 or 9 9 9. 9 is a number of change, and we have the Tower. We want the Tower. We want people to show their true colors. We want to see, wow, these people like actually want to keep me down. They want to hold me back for all these reasons, right? Like, oh, I don't want them to plan to like leave me and just leave me behind. Honey, these people that don't run their own lives and are looking to you to be their savior, they will pull you under the water. And that's it. We want these towers. We want this stuff to happen. We want the bad things to happen. That might be controversial. I want bad things to happen because what is bad? We perceive it as bad in the time because it feels like shit or it's scary or we're forced to leave our comfort zone and go out into the world even though we feel like this. To be honest with you guys, half the time this is my energy. This is how I feel. I feel like, I mean, I have not been sleeping. Like, I'm up all hours of the night. I've been having nightmares. This really freaking intense energy is always pressing on me. I'm always, like, clearing my space. That's why I make videos like this, because I'm right here. I'm right here with you. And it's like, this is not acceptable. The thing is with 2 9s, 9s are numbers of change. And the Tower is the change, 1515, is the change that we are looking for, even though we might be like, oh my God, what's going on with my life? What's happening? But look, we have the Star. We'll always be fine. The Tower is for us. It's not against us. It's for us. The universe is for us. They are the other stars. Right? We got to get out of this energy if we really want to get stuff done this year. And I do feel a sense of urgency with that, even though this is a timeless message. 2024. It is Sunday. It is Sunday, February 4th at 6:03 p.m. is when I'm recording this. We're already in February, and this is not like me putting pressure on you. This is just how I talk to myself. And this is how you have to get stuff done. It's like when you're dealing with all of this, it's like having a bunch of tabs open on your computer, and then you have like a movie on in the background, and there's a bunch of people talking, and it's like the house is a mess, and there's a bunch of shit you have to do, and you also work another job on the side, and it's just like you can't even think. That's this energy. So in a way, this is our relief, is this Tower. And so it depends on where we're at the timeline. We're going to be having Tower after Tower after Tower. That sort of talking is not great for tarot reviews, right? It's like, yeah, watch the Metamystic, and she's going to tell you that you're going to have Tower after Tower after Tower. That's my title, guys. Tower after Tower. See, this is how I see it. When I'm in this position and I'm like desperate for like answers and help and to move on to a new thing and to actually be able to think and achieve without all that static, that's what I was trying to talk about, all that stuff around us. How the hell are we supposed to do this? Live our big dream, do the things we want to do in this world? How the hell are we supposed to balance all that while we're walking through the darkness, even with the light of the stars? It's like we got to stay focused, and that's why that Queen of Swords is here, because Spirit is going to be talking to you. You're going to be getting signs. You're going to be getting symbols about certain people that you need to cut out of your life. People that might even seem normal on the surface until you start pulling back your energy, and then they come in like this. Look, right when you're working on your 8 to your 10 of Pentacles, it's like you're doing all this work. This is the dream, right? You're building something, building a life, building a career, building whatever, a family, just a life. Let's just look at it that way. You're building your life the way you want it to be. And it's like the second you're getting in that flow, see who comes blasting through the room. Think about it. Who is blasting through the room, annoying the shit out of you, bothering you, trying to start drama with you, telling you all this stuff? Who is doing all this crap while you are just trying to keep balanced, while you're trying to keep long term here? Like and this is not an easy energy to keep up for like a super long time. It's like climbing a mountain, and that's the original imagery that I saw. This fire energy of just consistent fire, this is like keeping the fire stoked until something is done. Right? And so, all right, let's get a couple cards and then we're going to end it. But this energy is so perfectly summing up the stuff that Spirit is going to try to alert you to. It's like if you're struggling and you're in this energy of feeling trapped in your own mind, and then it causes you to feel like you can't act out in your kind of King and Queen of Wands impulses. Yeah, we have the Knight of Wands here too. Look at all this, you know, all of these ways we show up in the world, right? It's like, this is what stops us. This is like the thing that stops us from just diving into the passion, diving into reading like a whole book in a day sort of an energy. All right, so the what's going to start happening is Spirit is going, like, this is like a cry of our heart, even if we're not praying, even if we're not asking for help. It's like Spirit's only going to let this crap go on for so long before they start bringing in towers to start alerting you, to start revealing what's in the shadows with certain people, even if they seem normal. It's like, start pulling your energy back and see what happens. See who blasts into the room. See who comes in and starting drama. See who is jealous of you instead of like, it's like, it's just crazy energy that we will be experiencing, because this is for any person on the planet. Even if you don't believe in tarot and you think it's a bunch of garbage, I get comments every day saying that it's fake and whatever. I don't care. I don't need this. This is just like, this is just extra because I'm spiritual. You know what I'm saying? But I could say this in a totally different context, no problem. I don't need cards. I don't need to be spiritual. I don't need to have some sage out. I could walk into any room and say the same thing using different words. We're in a time where many of us have this dream that we see, even if it's a loose idea of what we want in our lives. I want this kind of house. I want to live here. I want to have, a family, or I don't want to have a family. I want to travel. I want to create this. I want to do that. I want to experience this. That's the star. And we have this energy behind us right now, especially if we're building something, to achieve like the impossible. Like, we can get more work done this year than we have gotten done in the past, like 10 years is what I'm getting in 1 year. 2222 on the clock as I'm saying this, right? But climbing a mountain is not easy, so we have got to get rid of and protect ourselves, Seven of Wands, from the people, places, and things that are trying to pull us off the side of the freaking mountain, dude. We need people that work with us, not against us. People that are confident in themselves and in their own beliefs, so that when you start becoming successful, they're not like jealous of you. It's like, yeah, just as I said that. Star and Sun can be receiving recognition, right? It's like your people will reveal themselves. You could be making more money, becoming more successful in your career, and then all of a sudden it's like, where's all this drama coming from? That is just the way the cookie crumbles. You know what I'm saying? We have the star, the sun, and the moon. Right? That's literally the universe working for us and with us, but we have to be the ones that, like, get rid of, dang, cards are coming out, man, so I'm just gonna go intuitive today instead of doing, like, the 3 cards. Yeah, just go with the energy. I was planning in my head I was going to do 3 cards, but now these are coming out and it's intuitive. So with the Fool, it's like we just got to go where the wind blows us at that time, because that is us getting in alignment with where the universe is trying to bring us. Go where the wind blows is like the energy that I'm getting. And normally that would not be a wise energy when it comes to building something, investing in something, whether it's a relationship, a business, a life. It's like you would think that, you would want to get a little more solid. But I'm already talking to people that have that mindset. I'm talking to people who already hold wisdom, right? And we're trying to get somewhere. And the reason why it's hard is, first of all, because we're climbing a mountain. But as we're climbing it, we need to cut off. It's like I'm seeing somebody cutting from a rope. Like I'm seeing somebody wearing a backpack, climbing the side of a mountain, and attached to a rope are people like holding onto the rope. Yeah, literally 3 of Wands in reverse, and we had the 2 of Wands before. People trying to hold you back and pull you down. It's already hard enough to climb a freaking mountain, dude. Yes, we have the universe on our side always, but they're giving us the chance to see and understand that it doesn't have to be so freaking hard all the time. And this is so challenging for me because my life has felt hard from day one. I'm going to be honest with you. So I'm not even used to it. But I've had these moments of the universe showing me my life can become easier. If I will just get in the flow and go with the wind, get in the flow with the 2 of Pentacles, they will guide me to a better, easier life. That is really my message. And as well as a warning saying there are people that are intentionally going to try to hold you back because it's like you're leaving without him, man. And it's like, well, it doesn't really seem like that. That seems a little like conspiracy theory, Missy. I don't really think everybody's against me. I'm not saying everybody's against you. I'm saying you're the prize. You're so amazing. They're not going to let you know that though. But you're so amazing. It's like they don't want you to go. Like in some cases, you're their cash cow. In some cases, they feel like they can't live life on their own and they're used to you helping them and giving them guidance and showing them what to do and what their next direction is because you just keep transforming and transforming and transforming and transforming. So it's like you've become their God in a sense. You've become the thing that you've been giving them. Like this is your connection to source, all this. And you have a direct line. There are other people that are around you that are getting access to this direct line. And when you start pulling away, they start to see, oh my God, my money's dipping, my hair's falling out, I'm sick, I can't do anything, I feel like I'm falling back into addictions again. I'm super unlucky all of a sudden. I thought I was so confident, but really they were just picking up all of your confidence. Queen of Wands in reverse, remember? It's like they were even subconsciously trying to keep you down so that you wouldn't realize how much better you could do. And I'm not trying to be an asshole. I'm just saying it's like we are loving, we are kind, we do love people, we do want to see everybody succeed, but there's a point in time, and this is the point in time we're on right now. This is the point on the timeline where we have the opportunity to start this whole new life, even if you like your current life. It's like there are aspects that are going to be improved. Everything's going to be improved if we focus on the things that we're being shown by the universe and taking those towers in stride and just being like, yes, this is actually the answer to my prayer, even though it feels a little scary, a little unknown. See, this is really my message. And I'm going to close on this. We are going through transformation right now. And a lot of us have already begun this process, and that's why we had the Queen of Swords, where Spirit is going to show you what to cut out and how to change things up and who you need to have boundaries with and what addictions you even need to have boundaries with your own self and whatever. It's like a lot of us have already started this process, but there's something here with this death energy of like, if we want to get to the top of that mountain, we've got to put an end. A lot of the time I see this as a transformation, but today I'm literally just seeing it as like a book closing. I'm seeing it actually as the end. I'm seeing the credits rolling at the end of a movie right now. And I'm seeing the end. There's an end happening so that a beginning can start. And this is not like some metaphorical thing. This is like what's available in this energy. And of course it's going to take hard work. Of course it's going to be every single day you show up and you give it your all. Of course. That's the mountain. But my message is, as you're working on climbing this mountain during this 8-year 2024, First of all, remember who the hell you are. Don't let anybody convince you otherwise. And second of all, we gotta cut the rope and release these people. You know? It's already hard enough to climb a mountain. We deserve to have people around us that support our growth and support our vision, right? Nobody's perfect. I'm not saying that, but I'm talking in a spiritual sense where you're gonna know 30-30. You're gonna know from the universe what needs to come to a close. And I would take the leap because that's what I'm gonna be doing. And I don't tell people to do things I'm not going to be doing. There's some really scary steps that I feel myself about to take. But at the same time, I'm like in this full energy, like, I'll go where you're leading me. Because I can't see everything. You know, we see more with the Queen of Swords than we used to see, but I don't see it all. And I know, universe, that you are for me. You're not against me. So even though I can't see the whole picture, I'm choosing the Fool. I'm going with this energy. I love you guys. It's been Missy Gordon, the Metamystic here. Hope this was encouraging to you, and I will see you on the next one. Take care, guys.